a second, just imagine that you are an immortal leader of a united world government known as the Protector Link, a machine intelligence whose only goal is the saving of all the silly little organics from themselves and from their innate desire for self-destruction. Well, you can do that with the game Stellaris, a 4X strategy game. 4X is a genre of strategy and board games in which players explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate while they control their own government. This game can be fairly complex or fairly simple depending on how you wish to play. This game has no story and no big overarching goal, however you still move ever onward trying to do whatever it is you want to do. Want to cleanse the galaxy from all those Xeno scum? You want to just make friends? Want to spread the religion of boat Mormons across the galaxy? Or do you want to spread science, logic, and reasoning? Well, Stellaris lets you do this, but, you know, in space. Now, I've been playing for about a good month or so my opinion of this game is very high, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I highly recommend getting all of the DLC. That is the only true way to play this game, which is a bit of a downfall, I would say. If you require DLC, you're not getting the full game when you buy it, but that is my opinion. The DLC makes playing the end of the game actually fun and exciting. You have Utopia, which allows you to build giant megastructures in space like Dyson spheres, ring worlds, science nexi, and a bunch of other things. Leviathans adds in these new, very powerful Leviathans out into space, as the name would suggest. These things will demolish early game fleets and will eat mid-game fleets, so attacking them is only recommended during the late game, just before the end-game crisis. An end-game crisis is a way they mix up the galaxy when it's become mostly populated and you can't really expand anymore in ways other than war. Colony ships by that time die out and you've already colonized every planet inside your own airspace. So these end-game crises are good mechanics to switch things up a bit, destroy a few empires, cause a few new wars. Leviathans does this as well, using the fallen empires that are in the game, which you shouldn't mess with even during late game. And they can awaken at this point, and they will try to dominate as many other empires as they possibly can and grow their power to what it once was. Synthetic Dawn adds in new robotic hive minds. These allow you to play as robots from the very beginning of the game, and the different forms of their government is Determined Exterminator. Determined Exterminators want to demolish all biological life because of reasons in their past. You have Rogue Servitors, which wish to keep every biological creature and giant organic sanctuaries and keep them safe for all of eternity. And then you have the Driven Assimilators, which wish to turn all biological life into robotic life. Synthetic Dawn also changes one of the in-game crises, known as the AI Rebellion, to the Contingency. The Contingency is a bunch of robots that were made to stop something that they keep on going on about that none of your best scientists can ever... They don't know what the contingency is going on about, but they keep on asking you to self-terminate, or they will do it for you, I guess. So, we don't have much time left, so I'm gonna jump really quickly to explaining a few things and give the review score. The mechanics are very hard to learn for beginners. If you haven't really played too many 4X games, the learning curve is huge. It's a very tactful game, and the best way I can recommend learning the mechanics is just stumbling through your first few games, doing your best to figure things out using the developer-generated species. The combat looks absolutely amazing, and is fairly simple to go about. Just, does the enemy have a lower war score than you? If so, then you're winning the war. If the enemy has a lower battle point number, then you can probably take them on with relative ease. Devs give this game a lot of love and keep on updating it and constantly are fixing all of the different issues that you may have with it. As in, when the game first launched, there were a lot of glitches, bugs, and mechanics that were either not here or weren't working properly or weren't fun. They have significantly changed those around, such as the only way to improve someone's happiness of you was to set up an embassy, and that only gave you like 10 points towards your favor, which doesn't help anyone. So war was pretty much inevitable with everyone you met. They fixed that with a favor system, and things have gotten much better. You can actually play the game now without having to go to war with literally everyone around you. Overall, I'd give Stellaris an 8 out of 10. It's a really great game, and I definitely recommend that you get it if you ever have the time or money. Now, keep in mind, Stellaris requires a lot of it. You have to dedicate yourself to the games. Oftentimes, if I start a new game, I'll just look on my phone and start watching a few YouTube videos to listen to music while I'm setting everything up, and then next thing you know, you haven't been playing the game for about an hour, and you didn't pause it, so now everyone's grown around you, and oh no, the Vort have declared war on you. Now you're, yeah, half your planets are conquered, and they already killed your fleet, so that's happened to me like 5 times already. It's annoying. I hate the Vort. I made them, and I hate them. That would be the end of this review. I hope you all enjoyed our first video game review ever, and I hope some of you may think about getting Stellaris someday. Now, keep in mind, Stellaris is only on the PC, so if you want it and you don't have a computer that can run modern games, then you probably can't get it. But I will end this review out with a final battle between me and some other empire that has yet to be determined.